Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Let's Be Honest podcast. This is your host, Demetriv. And as usual, I want to start with gratitude and just say thank you. I thank you for taking the time to tune in to the podcast. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to do something I really love doing once again, and that is making meaningful and valuable connections with people. And today, we're going to get right on into it. We have a special guest today. Her name is Takia.
Hi.
Yes. And of course, as usual, we have Jackie and Salita, the boss babes here.
Hey.
And yeah, it's been a while. So we're just so excited to be recording again. All of my ladies been jet setting and doing all types of big things. So we had a break for just a minute, but we're back now and we'll get on into it. All right, ladies, welcome back and welcome to Kia.
I'm so excited to be here.
We are popping your podcast cherry.
I love it. I'm here for all of it.
Okay, yes. And so today we have a Dear Dee Letter. We have I have so much to go over in today's podcast, and hopefully we can stay on task to get it all in. But this is a part of our Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus series, and I do plan to have some gentlemen to come and kind of give their version of what we're talking about today. But right now it's all about us, okay?
Hey,
it's all about us. And what we are talking about today is... I don't want to be a player no more.
Are we sure? Are we sure?
I don't know. I was reading some articles and things like that, and it was really crazy because of the double standard. Mm-hmm. So even if a woman is dating multiple people, she's considered to be a player or considered to be loose. For lack of better,
304.
Or 304.
That's what I was going to say. A whore. She's considered to be a whore.
Yes. But really, and y'all know, because I've said this before on another podcast, that I believe that you should date multiple people at one time. Now, I know that's not necessarily a popular opinion, but that's just what I believe. I think you shouldn't focus so much on one person until it's time to focus on one person. Gotcha. So there are some benefits to dating multiple people at one time.
Monday,
and
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love.
Hey. So, let's talk about that, and let's talk about, the stigma with a woman having dating multiple people, and we're over 40, so 40 and up. So this is really more or less.
Well, wait, I'm just 37.
She's 37.
She's
a baby. You almost there.
It's okay. You're just knocking at the door. Yeah, just let me get my 3 more years.
Yes.
I love you 40 and up, so
you
y'all.
On your way.
I have an older sister who's 40, finna be 41. I love y'all, so yeah.
But we're gonna let you hang on because that's important, because you know what? I was talking to different people about this subject before I decided to do the podcast. Let me say men. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that was brought up was that women, their best years are between ages of 19 and 24.
What?
Yeah.
So men just don't have
no.
years.
No.
They say they're most that 19 is their prime time for women. They're at their prime.
What?
Okay.
That don't
between
sound
19 and 20 ages 19 to 24.
Listen,
Just hit mine, baby.
I argue with this man on Facebook every time he makes a post. He is, and I hate to plug him right now. Oh my God. I hate to, because it's giving him some credibility. But he's on his journey to be a mental health therapist. You know, I've been social work for 13 years. And he thrives on making posts about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
And then he talks about your geriatric age. And men
Oh.
don't date women at their geriatric age. Get you, and I be looking at him like, nigga, what, y'all just don't age? What are we fucking doing here? So women on the motherfuckers that age?
So what is in his opinion?
His opinion, the geriatric age is literally over 30.
Oh,
Once you
wow.
hit 30, and then don't be a baby mama before you get 30.
yeah.
He give us
Yeah. Oh yeah.
hell.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you
Wow,
got
you gotta tell me his information so I can argue with him.
Yeah, but I swear, I argue with him
Yes.
off of shits and giggles. I argue with this nigga. Okay.
But that is what, they said. These particular guys said between 19 and 24. And I was like, that makes no sense. To me, it makes no sense at all. At 19, goodness gracious.
Right.
And at 24, I don't.
Oh no!
You just
I just had to learn how to do some things. Then at 25,
You just learning yourself. I heard this lady on TikTok that she said, we should consider starting our age at the time that society considers us being grown, and they consider us being grown at 18. She said, so she was like, whatever 15 years is from 18. Don't check my math. But she was like, she was literally just 15 years old because society considers her grown from 18 on, so she's only had 15 years of experience. So how can you judge me from born to 18? Because this is the only time you consider me supposed to be able to know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. I think it's more or less women between that age is more impressionable. Like they can be.
They're moldable.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense that somebody would
Yeah.
say that because they're looking for somebody that they can mold
Yes.
in their
Yes.
way. Their mold, they can manipulate, they can do all of those things.
Right.
That's what they look for.
So yes, if you're looking from that perspective, then I was a fool too at 19.
Yeah, you like Play-Doh.
19.
Just like Sharita said earlier, she was like, I didn't even know who I was.
Right.
Exactly. And that's what they want.
Yes.
They want somebody who doesn't know who they are so they can be like, oh, it's like a little Play-Doh. I can make you into the woman that I want you to be.
But I want to kind of talk about like what are some of the benefits for women to date multiple people? Like what is the benefits and maybe why more women are starting to play the field, so to speak, because I wouldn't necessarily say they're a player. I think if it's done with integrity and things like that, then it's just, you're just dating, like you're not obligated to any one person until you've made the actual commitment. But I know some women, when they have sex with a person, then they feel like I shouldn't be talking to anybody else, or that type of thing. So they have that, let me just stick with this one person or focus in on that one person.
right,
And the guy has not committed to them at all.
right,
There's no commitment, but in her mind, because they have, been intimate together, there's some unspoken commitment there on her behalf. And then it kind of makes her like, well, I'm not going to be with this. Or if I do be with someone else, then I'm going to keep it a secret.
right.
Type of thing.
I've always went to the point of one penis per period.
Okay.
After the period or whatever, it cleanses it away. So per period.
Hallelujah.
I mean, it sounds crazy.
Jackie ain't never heard it put that way, but I love it.
All I'm
Just watch
saying
that on the
is-
way. It's just gone.
I'm not gonna try
Watch
to
you
figure
clean
out
up the
who
blood of
the
Jesus.
father is. I'm gonna need to know who the father is. But after the period comes, cleanse it all that away.
Like the blood of Jesus.
Like the blood of Jesus.
Glory.
Hallelujah.
Been washed.
First
Yes.
Sunday.
One per period. That's all. I'm
I
just
have
saying.
never dated multiple people at one time ever in my entire life.
I feel like
Yeah.
you should start.
You should
Ever.
definitely start.
I dated. I got with my high school sweetheart, got married, and we were together from the age of 15 to 30. Then I got out here and
Lord.
started to experience life, and I didn't know how to date. So I'm focused on you. That don't work, okay? Then but I married everybody I dated since then.
Well, I guess
So I don't know.
I guess retention rate would be pretty good.
Yeah, because you said you married. How many times have you been married? Just curious.
Going on 3.
Oh, hallelujah! So
If
I
the Lord say
understand.
the same.
I understand the previous conversation. So yeah, okay, I got you. We here
So
now.
yes, so there is a book
Yeah.
that's out. Okay. And this book is called Midlife Women Re-Entering the Dating Pool. And is learn how to play the field without being a player.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Because what does that mean?
So
'Cause what does that mean?
this lady, she actually went out with 91 men in a
girl.
3.5 year time period.
Go ahead.
She went out
She was
with
counting periods, baby.
Counting
And-
them
and
up.
so- and
It ain't
so-
but 12 months in
yeah.
it.
So
She was
I
counting.
ain't
So-
saying you gotta sleep with anybody, but if you want to, one per period, it's all I'm saying.
so
We can't be on Jerry.
And-
It's hard.
so this lady apparently she was married for 20 years and got divorced and re-entered into singlehood and started dating.
Okay.
And so a lot of her friends were like, how are you having so much fun dating? Like, she was having all these great experiences and all that stuff, and they were like miserably single. So she decided to write this book and I guess chronologically go over her dates and all that stuff like that. But it's very interesting because some of the stuff she said was that she said that this is midlife women, which are women over 40, which is not you, Takia, but it says most of your
Ain't over yet.
it says most midlife dating women are looking for their next true love. Meanwhile, they need to face the fact that this love may be found only after dating dozens of men. They need to keep their suitor pipeline full, which means juggling several men at once and doing so responsibly with integrity without leading men on.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Girl, I love,
Maybe want to get mad.
Listen.
No.
So,
girl.
as a Southern Christian raised person,
Okay.
She is a Southern belle, everyone.
Okay.
She's a Southern belle.
African American,
Yes.
we are taught to do what Salita said, to get with whoever we're with and keep them for longevity and progress forward. I have a 19-year-old daughter. Even though I'm 37, I have a 19-year-old daughter. She's only dated in the white community. Took me a long time to get adjusted to that. So she adhered to the white community norms. She bounced. I ain't know what to do with that. I ain't know what to do with that because my daddy, who's a Southern Baptist minister, told me, get this one good man that he picked out for you
Sit your tail down.
and sit down.
Sit down.
Yes.
But what Jackie said, other ethnicity peoples teach their children to date around. They date in friend groups. They date whoever until they find a fit.
Right.
Yes.
They find
Somebody
a proper
who
suitor.
meets
Yeah.
You are right. You
their
right.
standards.
So correct.
So as she taught me, because I had her 18, she taught me as I was growing. And I've had to unlearn all those things. And so now I date, and I just literally told my ex and another dude I had just met, hey, I'm talking about for y'all right now. I'm finna walk outside and talk to him right quick. You just sit right there.
Be right back.
And guess what he did?
Sit right there.
Stayed there till I left the parking lot.
Ooh.
So I think it's assertiveness.
Yeah.
And I think it's confidence in who you are. And then a friend of the new guy that I met was watching me the whole time I was talking to the new guy because, I like to sing, I like to dance, I like to perform, I like to put on show.
Me too.
Put on for your
We
city.
gonna have to go
Put
out.
on for your
Girl.
city. Hey.
So he was watching me and he pulled up on me and my cousin because I don't go nowhere without her. She ain't here right now, but I don't go nowhere without her. So he pulled up on us and he was like, I was watching you. That was my homeboy that you was serenading. I said, oh, did you like what you see, sir?
Oh, look at you.
Whoa, wait
Hold-
a minute. The homeboy?
Yeah.
The homeboy.
It don't make me no never mind
Oh.
at this point. And the whole time my ex was at his truck looking at me.
Oh.
And I said, you just stay right there too.
Oh.
So So what I'm saying is,
That's dating multiple people, y'all.
I've unconditioned myself.
Y'all know what they talking about.
Ain't slept but one of them. That was my ex. He was my ex for 7 years.
No.
I mean, we was together for 7 years. So you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
it's. I understand what she's saying. 91 people in a 365-day period, sis, go off.
That's a lot, y'all.
Yeah, that's a lot. But really, one of the things she said was the reality of it is when you meet a guy, you probably only get 1 or 2 dates out of that one guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so because you know you're keeping your pipeline
right,
full,
that's
as she
true.
said. So you probably got this 1 or 2 dates,
Some
and then
some guys you probably ain't even making it to a date with.
Right.
You can have a conversation and be like,
And
right.
That's true.
So you're going through. You should at least have a start. Now I feel like after a certain number, they get a little bit muddled, and that's not really dating with intention. But having like a starting 5, like an NBA team. Yeah. I don't see any problem.
1 on the
with
court,
that.
4 on the bench.
Right.
Wow.
So then she talked about some of the benefits of dating multiple people.
Okay.
And one of those was allowing you to compare and contrast different attributes about various men, and kind of, I guess, fall into what it is that you like and
you
don't
learn
like.
what you like.
You kind of learn what you like. You know, if you focus on one person, you're kind of more geared on
You're right.
that.
Trying to make it fit.
Yes, and you're really not getting to know yourself in that and what you like. Another thing she talked about was it boosts your self-esteem and your confidence.
91 men, baby.
Yeah. So, having, men that are into you and taking you out and doing different things like that kind of makes you feel good. When you're getting chased a little bit.
You shouldn't have got lonely, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Right.
Shouldn't have gotten lonely.
Because that's a lot of personality.
They were like buses. Oh, you can't go?
I better call them the wrong name. They be ready to bust my head.
Let me call Peter.
Ain't for me.
I called a dude the wrong name one time. I was so mad because it was in the middle of an argument, and I had that argument won. And then I called him Kareem, and his name was Tim.
That ain't right.
Not even in the same
It wasn't
family.
even
sis.
close.
You lost that time. You lost after
I
that.
couldn't even pull it back. So sad. So sad. Don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. Keep their names together.
You know what?
Make them wear names.
But
like
she
that.
said, if you're open and you communicate, let
Yes.
them know up front.
Yes.
It is a Korean.
So it is some other little
was
tips
acting
in there.
like them.
So if you are listening to the podcast, you are heading into your midlife, and you kind of get out of a situation and you're trying to jump out there and play the field, then maybe this can help you out a little bit. Okay, the third thing she says, it helps reserve emotional and intimate involvement with the wrong man.
I can see that.
Bam,
Yeah.
I know you ain't
Yeah.
it. Moving on.
Yeah.
I'm not finna give you none of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because some people get attached to definitely the wrong person.
Yeah.
And it's just because he was the one that was
He was there.
around.
He was the
there.
one that was there. And
Yeah.
you've been concentrating on this person. So, hey, this is who's here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
here you go. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I'm not playing with nobody in here. Not playing.
go.
This one should have been video recorded. If you can actually see our face.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the fourth thing she says is, and I happen to really like this one, it says it sends a subliminal message that he has to work harder for you.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolute
Amen.
fact.
Hey.
Because I feel like even I tell my male best friends because I got way too many male friends, like way too many. I be trying to trim them down.
They keep it in perspective for you.
Yeah, they're idiots, but I love having them.
But you know
around.
how men think.
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely
And you
do.
know how to weed out the assholes.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely, definitely do. But yeah, it's so much that comes to women as it is, and it's like you got to be able to know when it's time to let somebody go, to date,
Yes.
to
Yes.
keep going, to not,
Yes.
and things like that. And
That's
man,
the part that's hard, like letting it go. Like,
But we gonna get to that part. We gonna get to that too.
she said, we're gonna get to
We're
let
gonna
it go.
get to that part of it. But yeah, and I'll be very, very interested to see how the men respond to this right here when it comes to them. Okay. But so my question is, are there rules to this? Like, are there rules that if you are playing the field and you are a person that do like to date multiple people, or you feel, what are some of the things that can, some rules that kind of help you do it with integrity, so to speak? Okay. So my first question is honesty always the best policy?
Yes.
With men.
Absolutely.
I'm always the one that's different.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Some of them can't handle the truth. I ain't
Yes,
in my head, buzz.
No.
No.
Oh, because I don't know your experience. So let me take that back.
Oh, I'm scared.
Don't be scared, because listen, I had a guy. I thought the same thing.
Adjust the mic.
Look, listen, help me, Jesus. I thought he was going to bust my motherfucking head when I told him.
Okay.
He got mad. He stopped talking to me for like a man. He stopped talking to me for a couple of weeks, but he doubled back because he respected the fact that I told him the truth. I said, I like this man that I'm talking to now. You messed up. We took a break. You didn't answer my phone calls for 2 weeks. So I started talking to somebody else. How long did you think it was supposed to take me?
Well, I tell you what, do you think on the beginning, if you said, I like you, but I am talking to other people.
Yeah, now I get that. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm talking to other people. I'm dating.
Well, for me at the time, this particular scenario, I was only talking to him.
Okay.
He stopped. My week is 3 days. My limit is 3 days. You can go without talking to me for 3 days, baby. You don't want me. I ain't gonna not talk to you when you hit me back up.
Yeah.
But 3 days, I'm on to the next one. It was 2 weeks before I heard from you, baby. I got a whole nother nigga. So you want to come back around and do stuff for me? I'm gonna let you, but I'm gonna at this point I'm gonna be honest.
Yes.
It was 2 weeks, 14 days. I ain't heard from you. It's another. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So let's not. All of us in here are beautiful women. I wish this was video recorded so everybody could see our faces. Beautiful women. So I ain't capping when I say that. I'm fine as hell.
She's so crazy.
So did you think that 14 days passed and some other men weren't gonna try to talk to me? But I'm gonna still talk to you, because if you said you want to take me to lunch and I'm hungry.
So now you're the food guy.
You know what I'm saying?
You're the food
So
guy.
now you mad.
I mean, everybody can have their own little space. Because of me, one of my brothers said that he only takes women on deep fried goodness for first dates because of me. Because I was at one point in time, Jesus saves, I was using men for meals. And he was like,
you were looking for meals.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello.
I was in my 20s and I like red lobster cheddar biscuits. Yeah.
And he said, you want to go get something to eat?
And I said,
You get the food guy. The food guy.
and made people pay for my friends too. I was vicious.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Let's talk about paying for friends.
I heard.
We talk about
is that a player thing?
So,
Like if you ask a man,
She keep pointing her finger at
if,
me.
if you ask a man,
like we hear
if you ask a man to pay for you and pay for your friends, do you really like them?
I wouldn't ask though.
Are
I
you
feel
playing-
like a real man gonna volunteer.
there you go.
I just ain't.
But I'm gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask him to
it's
tell
if
you.
I have to ask you, then that lets me know you are not the one.
To pay for your friends.
If I have to ask
for
you anything like
you
that,
and your friends.
because I feel like he should volunteer.
Oh, now I don't really think that.
Yeah, because he
Hey,
ain't thinking that. He
But
ain't
my
thinking that.
main priority gonna be
He
me.
should be
Take
I don't
care of
think
me.
He should have to.
But do you
But was I making men do that?
Hell yeah.
did you like
Absolutely.
them, or was it
Yeah.
just like a player move type thing?
Oh, that was completely in my player day. Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. So,
I had no life for
it's
him
fair
like
to
that.
say that if a woman, if you meet a lady out for a guy, if you meet a lady out and she has her friends, and she asks you to pay for her food or her friends,
I wouldn't.
She might be playing you.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely so.
'cause I
She ain't really, she ain't into you, bro.
For my own personal experience, yes, I was out
She ain't
here.
into you, bro.
I made her
Bro,
pay
she
for
using you for the night. Cash App card ain't working.
Yes,
I would agree.
For my food, my friend's food, and then I was watching my nephew, his food too.
Okay. I need a meal to go. Chicken tenders and french fries.
Get him his chicken fingers and french fries, please.
Hallelujah.
Y'all are
Pay
terrible.
for all of it. Pay for all of it.
I'm like
Yes.
Salita. I've never asked or anything like that.
Many times.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an asking. I think it's a hey, you paying for this.
Well, hey.
And it's not. I'm not asking you. Can you pay? Can you pay for my friend meal? No. Here go the ticket, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
You sat down with me.
I'm telling you. Now I have had some
Y'all
men
vicious
get.
for real.
I've had some men get.
I'm learning
mad
over
though.
here.
But they still pay for it, right?
Oh, they paid for it, but then
But
he got mad.
It's
got an
okay.
attitude.
It's okay because I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to my car and you going to yours. It's cool.
See, I guess I've been in that mindset of they'll be expecting something. Don't expect nothing from me.
I've had them expect, and then I've had somebody else check them. I
Yeah.
have lots of male friends.
So I think if you are truly playing the field, if you are a player, player,
Player.
you know, because it's a difference in playing the field and being a player. If you're like a player, then you probably wouldn't care. It's
Right.
like you're not really attaching anything to it. It's like, hey, pay for this.
Pay
And,
for this drink.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So Jackie, well, we players. I feel like Jackie and I were. I can only speak for myself, but I feel like Jackie and I are kindred spirits. I thought Salita and I were kindred spirits, but she told me she'd have married him and she got with I feel like
I think
Jackie
in
and I,
different moments, different conversations, we can
relate.
Yeah, we can relate.
I'm, in all honesty, in my young age, I think Jackie and I are the most relatable in the room because listen to me. Listen to me when I say this. I don't care nothing about you, sir. Because I learned at an early age you don't care nothing about me. And much like Jackie, I got men around me all the time. My daddy, my first cousins, I had cousins. I had my best friend uncle who got us in the Red Door and Tunica free all the time. My clique, we finna roll up, and my best friend didn't even go to the club. He was the police, and he was the security. Here we go, because I was cute. And my friends was cute. They taught me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. They taught me I ain't got to buy for nothing. So when I start having to pay for stuff to go to the clubs, I start going to clubs.
I would like to say that I am a reform player.
Thank God.
You completed your 12-step program.
Yes, I completed my 12-step program. It was a long time ago. It was in my college days when I did.
And then we're gonna talk about like what makes you make that turn from wanting to be from being a player to not wanting to be a player. But another thing she said is that learn to leave. Like if you're gonna play the field and you know you talking to somebody and that's not what you want, or this, that, and the other, walk away from them.
Absolutely. I feel like it's almost
like just walk away from them. You know what I'm saying?
And let them go with honesty and the truth of whatever your situation is.
Yes. Jackie trying to preach, y'all.
Girl, I'm just telling you. At some points in my life, I had to tell people, give them the hard, unadulterated truth. Like, sir, come on, sir. You
know this ain't working.
You know this ain't working.
Yeah.
You know this ain't working.
Yeah.
Like, you go your way, I go mine. Give me my Genuine CD. You take SWV and let's go. Like, this is it.
Ride my pony.
This is it.
Okay.
Yes. Genuine used to be banging. Like, I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
But you have to be honest with them the whole time. I think that's the difference. And that's what I tell a lot of my male friends when they want to be a player and they wonder, oh, she getting attached and everything like that. And I said, what you doing? You spending the night over there every night? You going in, shooting the club up, so to speak. So
right.
What do you think she expects? And you're not telling her that you're doing this with Tamika and Tanisha also.
Right.
Okay.
So you have to be honest with that. And I be honest when I date multiple men. Like, yes, I'm with you today, Bobby, but tomorrow it may be Jimmy or Phil. I'm just letting you know because we're not together. So our time together is our time together, and our time apart is our time apart. Love Jackie with your mind and not your heart.
Okay, Jackie O. Okay, Jackie O.
It clouds their judgment of you. It makes them not give you their all, and you don't know who you really dating.
What
I don't know. I just
the
feel like it
thing
ain't none of their business.
Well, my thing is this: you shouldn't. If you're being a player and not playing the field, if you're actually being a player, you don't care about them giving you they all.
At all.
And then let me tell you something. When you do that, they gonna give you they all and they daddy all and they uncle all.
Number one.
Because they can't figure you out.
Okay. Then.
When they can't figure you out, they're gonna give you every man associated to them all.
But I think you have a different perspective though, because
she does.
All the time it's like you're always dating with the intention of
to marry.
marriage.
Correct.
And when I was in this player stage, I definitely was not dating with that intention. I was dating with the intention of having.
But that happened to be between 19 and 24.
Could have.
19 to 24.
The prime time.
19 to 30. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, to 30.
Yeah, I was like 19 to 30. I ain't even gonna lie. It's just only been the last 7 years that I've been like, girl.
This last decade, I had to change it around.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. 7 years.
I had to get my karma clear, but before that, I was dating in the intention of
said
pure
karma.
fun, pure, unadulterated
Fun.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's nothing.
Wow.
I don't think it's anything wrong with that, as long as you are being honest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and of course being respectful of people's feelings to a certain degree.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying. Another thing she said was no double standards, meaning if he go out with Sally Sue or whatever, it is what it is.
Yes.
You know, now back in my day,
Why she had to clear her throat?
it's got to be me only.
Yes, that's how I felt.
Now
and
it ain't
feel.
you only though.
Double standard. Double standard.
Double standards.
Yes.
Yes, it got to be me.
Jackie, stop me. Yeah, because it sound like they're more on the same page with this subject, and we're on the other side. So tell me if I'm mistaken. I'm your only when I'm in the room.
Our time together is our time together.
When I'm in the room, I don't care if it's 4 bitches in here that you fucking with. You need to tell them. Takia walked in. Jackie walked in. Baby, simmer down, simmer, right?
Hey.
Then when I walk out the room,
just me.
I don't care. I need to know who in the room because I need to know. So I need to know who's in the room. I need to read the room. When I go to the bathroom, make your rounds right quick. I done timed her. It take her 5 minutes because she got on girdles and everything else. She got to get it back up.
It's going to take a little time
So
to move
I
that
got
girdle.
5 minutes to go through 4 other individuals in this room. And when she come back out this bathroom, just look at her with the stank stare because she know y'all and y'all know her. It's cool. It's cool.
Hey.
Oh,
You gotta start breaking hearts. I want you to start.
Not this day and time, baby. These folk crazy.
Yes, and so and to kind of piggyback off the breaking heart thing, like, do you think because a lot of guys say that women do not hold themselves accountable or they can't take accountability for their actions or their wrongdoings and things like that within relationships and stuff like that. And believe it or not, our actions and how we treat men can affect them mentally and how they go on with the next person and things like that. So if we fumble someone to the point where they were actually, a good guy, I mean, a lot of times we won't even admit like he was good and I messed it up. It's always like he did something or whatever.
Because he did.
I'm gonna say to be I admit it. I talked to my mom recently, and I'm gonna get close to bed for a minute. I talked to my mom recently, and I told her it's my fault that I'm not married right now. and I look at men that probably wasn't good for me, but they were good men, and they got significant others, and I be like, damn, I fumbled it bad. That man would have did anything for me.
But you taking accountability for that.
I have fumbled the bag.
So that's my point.
Yeah.
I think men, they select the same type of women, and those same type of women don't take accountability. Let's just go to our professions. We all have professions in helping. So when we help people, we have to take accountability for those people. So we're not going to be the majority. We're never going to be the majority of what men experience. And men experience the majority of women who are lackadaisical, and they just do any old thing, and they don't take accountability for people in their everyday life. We take accountability for people in our everyday life. So it's
very true.
Only fair to say it's going to trickle over in our personal life even the more, because we're that compassionate and we care that much. And we might have tricked off on a nigga that we really got to know him, like, this is a good dude, but right now I'm in my bag. You know what I'm saying? Because that's happened to me.
Right.
I'm in my bag. I like him. I understand. And my mama and them will be proud if I brought him home.
But he's not getting brought home.
He can't come, baby. He can't come.
So,
He's not invited to Big Mama's house.
He can't come.
You can't meet grandmama.
Mine be right there at church on the front row. Go ahead, mama.
Can't meet him there. That's what's getting you these championship rings, I see. That's what's getting you
I'm
these
writing a book. Don't worry. I'm going to help everybody.
That's right. That's right. So now there's another article that I read that it says, it's not me, it's you. Are women incapable of taking responsibility for their failed relationships?
I do think a lot of women are incapable. You know, I be on TikTok telling my random stories. And a lot of times, since I have male best friends, I look a lot of times at the male point of view. And women get mad because they're like, oh, okay, so you gonna date a broke dude, you gonna do this and you gonna do that. I'm glad you a pick Misha. And it's like, does that make me a pick Misha? Or do I see the same things that they see? Because if you're saying that these men are trash and they do this and they do that, but you do the same things, I feel like some of these women, if they were men, they wouldn't date themselves.
Yes.
Like they're not.
I do think, and I've been guilty of that. I think some women don't see themselves.
I'm not saying you in particular, of course, but a lot of women do not take accountability for their actions.
I get blamed for not taking accountability when we get to divorce court. I do get blamed every time.
I mean, a lot of women don't, especially when they be like, well, I want a man with 6 figures. I want a chef. I want a maid, and I want I want a nanny. And then the dude be like, well, I want you to stay 150 to 200 pounds. If you have a baby, tighten it back up in a couple of months. And they be like, oh, he's trash. He's a trash man. No, he's putting the same standards on you that you're putting on him, and you're getting mad about it. Why? So I do feel like a lot of women don't take accountability, and that's why I get yelled at a lot of times on TikTok.
I'll go ahead. I will agree with that.
I do too.
Because you don't see it while you're in it. Yeah. And then when you meet somebody else and you have to treat them differently because you learned from the last relationship, you're like, oh, I could have did that better.
Yeah. But a lot of women are not able to self-reflect like that.
Right.
Absolutely.
And because, you know, if they did something to hurt her or whatever, then the focus is on what that person did and not their part in what happened in that relationship. And in turn from that can cause a woman to turn into this player type person because they have not taken accountability and they're just moving on to the next person or whatever and that type of thing. Because you do have a lot of women that will thrive on being a player, but really and truly deep inside, that's not what they want.
They're hurt. They're hurt. So hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, they're hurt and they haven't dealt with their stuff,
Right.
you know, to get to a place where they can go from player to playing the field.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Instead of being a player where you are hurting or you have no regard for what you're doing, and to actually, okay, let me transition to just playing the field to get to get to a healthy place or whatever. So it's like, how does a woman heal from that? And that's what the article kind of talks about, is how a woman heals from that to be able to take accountability.
Yeah.
And so the first thing it says is that she has to heal her heart first.
Yeah. I think you have to spend some time. I've
By
known
yourself.
some.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've
Yes,
known some
yes.
women that go from relationship to relationship to relationship.
Right.
How are you going to get to know yourself?
Yes.
Correct.
If you can't be alone.
Right. I raise my hand to that. I'm guilty of that. I don't ever get to be alone. But
Why
And
not?
and I think you need that alone time. Everybody does.
They be want to snatch you up, honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Sop
I've
up like
learned
some
as
honey
I've
on a
gotten
biscuit.
older and had different relationships and different marriages, I should have took that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Absolutely. I was just talking to a person recently, and he was like, he loves the people that loves him, and then my response to him was, I love the people that love me, but I also love the people who didn't know how to love me correctly, and I don't take their love away from that I gave them away from them, and I don't place it on the next person that comes into my life. I learn from it, and I learn what could I have seen in them to let me know they're never going to love me in the way, but I don't carry that to the next person. I'm never going to make some other person's lack of love for me the next person's responsibility.
She is over here cooking Sunday dinner.
Baby, I'm listening. I'm thinking, should I take my phone out? I'm going to bring a notebook next time.
It's not if I love you, Salita, and you don't love me back, it's not Dee's responsibility to make up for the lack of love you gave to me. Because my love should have been genuine. Like, I'm going to give you love genuinely from my heart.
Right.
And when I realize that you don't love me back in the same way, and I need that because that's my love language, then I'm going to love you from afar, sis. But I'm going to go over here to Dee because Dee might have everything that I need.
Right.
Jackie might have everything that I need. So that's even more from romantic relationships. That's just relationships in general. And that's,
Absolutely.
and I had to explain it to him because he was like, I love who love me. No, love who you love genuinely, and when they don't love you back, still be able to love the next person that come in your life.
Yeah,
Right.
It sounds like he's still hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when people
Absolutely.
be like, I don't really have any friends. I might have
Absolutely.
one friend. That's it. I'm like, that sounds
That's sad.
lonely.
That
ain't right.
Sad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
sad.
Are you depressed?
That's
Like,
crazy.
You hurt?
Yes.
That's
hold
crazy.
your hand up if you need a hug, boo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got one friend? Like, it sounds like he's hurt.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
Yeah.
want to deal with that. hurt.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, which leads us to the Dear Dee letter.
I
Let's
love
get it, let's
Dear
get
Okay,
it.
yes, we love Dear
Drum
Dee
roll,
letters
drum roll.
here. So, guys, I'm so behind on your letters. Please forgive me. I will get to them. But I'm excited about this Dear Dee letter because it's my first letter from a man.
Okay,
So
then.
excited.
I love it.
Thank
I love
you,
it.
gentlemen. And
He's
no matter what advice we
entrusting us.
give,
I love that.
Right back, right back.
Come through.
Please give us an update.
Yes. Okay. Here goes. Dear Dee, I am 47. I am a 47-year-old man who has been divorced twice. I last divorced 3 years and 9 months ago. Last year, I met a wonderful woman, and we have been dating and developing a beautiful relationship. Beautiful relationship together. 3 months ago, I proposed to her, and she said yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes. Everything is going great, but I must admit that I am intimidated by all the men she has been with prior to us.
Oh, Jesus, help me.
We're going to help you.
Fragile
had-
male ego.
She had a lot of toxic relationships and was sexually active with a lot of different men. When we are together and having sex, she tells me that I am packing but lacking.
Oh my God.
Well, at least you tell you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I like this letter, y'all.
When asked what she means by that, she says that I am not assertive enough and she wants me to be more aggressive.
I like that.
It makes me feel like she isn't happy.
Put your hand around my head.
Throw me up against the wall.
Choke me.
Pull my dress.
Just don't let me stop breathing.
Just don't pull nothing out.
Let's come up with a safe word.
Pineapples, sir.
Okay. It makes me feel like she isn't happy or pleased with me sexually, and she will sooner or later look outside of our relationship. I am an alpha male, but can't help but question, am I right to feel this way? I don't want to be in a relationship that will end because of our sex life. What should I do? Sincerely, packing but lacking in Memphis.
Oh, Father.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna let Salita go.
Okay. Oh, freaking niggas are later. Okay, then. Well, I can relate. So I appreciate first for that letter, because a lot of men aren't gonna stand up like that and tell this type of business.
Yes, thank you.
My recommendation would be, if she's told you what she wants, you give her what she wants. If she's opening up and she's vocal and verbal about what she wants and needs from you, then it's your job to satisfy her needs. Because she could be telling somebody else, but instead she's telling you. So if she want to be choked, choke her. Choke her ass.
She probably is telling her friends.
Okay.
Watch. Ask her what she want to watch. Give her to show you some videos of what she want. But being intimidated about where she's been and what she's been through. I read a book one time, and it talked about God didn't intend, this is just my opinion, God didn't intend for us to experience all these different people. That's so you would go in your next relationship thinking about what you had and already have had. That's why I was supposed to be man and woman, and you just be just y'all. But people gonna come in relationships with experiences. You can't blame her or knock her for what she's done in the past.
Absolutely.
You have to just adjust and say, well, babe, if this is what you want, it makes you happy, I'm here to do it. Just like cooking. You may not cook, and I had a man that cooked for me. So you're gonna have to learn how to cook. It's the same thing in the bedroom. That's just my opinion.
Okay. All right. let me start at the beginning. First, you said you don't like how many people, and I'm paraphrasing, sir, that she's been with, how many sexual experiences that she's had. Why did you even have that discussion with her, sir? That really don't have nothing to do with
Look at
you.
That's not your business.
I hate when men be like,
Cause I'm a lie.
I only want a woman that has been with
Send me to the pits of hell for life.
Yes, I only want a woman that's been with 4 or 5 men. And the women had started having sex at 18, and now she's 35. Sir, go sit down somewhere.
Exactly.
You know that sounds stupid.
Now,
you know that sounds stupid. I'm
now,
gonna start right there with that.
Y'all
one.
said honesty was the best policy.
Correct.
But men can't accept that honesty. They ask for it, but they can't accept it.
But what I'm saying is, don't ask a question if you're not ready for the answer. And she gave you a true answer, an honest answer.
You got a good one,
and then you got upset. Well, then you should have never asked her how many men that she had been with.
Being honest with you,
very honest. Second, you said that you were an alpha man. Are you?
Yeah, that was my thing. That's my thing. Like, I don't know.
Because, and I'm going to tell you this.
Define alpha male.
Thank you. An alpha male does not have to explicitly say
he's an alpha male. Yeah.
It is going to come across by the way he talks, the way he acts, and the types of letters he writes is going to come across. So,
and it won't matter how many men you have.
It does not matter.
Because I'm going to put it on you.
Yeah.
And he don't care. He's not going to care. And thirdly, if you can't sexually satisfy your woman, do not dare put that on that woman's fault because of her sexual experiences in the past. That is not her fault. That is something internally in you that you need to deal with. And you need to figure it out of what it is. But that has nothing to do with that woman. So if you want to be happy in this relationship, either figure out if you're going to step up or step off. Piss or get off the pot, sir.
You better go off.
Y'all, that sounded like that was deep. Like a connection.
Okay. I'm going to save mine for later, but
I don't have anything else to add other than what Jackie said, because she is so for real. Don't ask something that you don't want to know because we are sitting in a room full of honest people. I done said so much stuff that I've been sick. I'll be like, oh, should I have said that on this microphone?
Just come out.
What I'm saying? Should I have said that on this microphone?
The stuff that's been said on these microphones.
So it's just when you find a purely honest woman who's honest enough to tell you the truth
and knows herself as a
thank you, Jackie. And knows herself and is unapologetic.
I love it.
That's the key. Unapologetic about the amount of men she slept with, or the amount of men that she's dealt with, or the amount of men she's been involved with. Because every man you're involved with, you don't sexually give yourself for. They might eat you out. You might do some other stuff. It ain't always penetration. So when a man eats you out, men don't consider that as nothing. You know what I'm saying?
If you could have seen her hand, they might eat. She had to put it forth.
Because I'm just saying.
I love
and then you get up and pull your panties up and say, okay, thank you, sir.
Now,
And your hand turn this way. From this way to this way. Thank you, sir. Back on the subject at hand. But when you're unapologetic, do you? And you still, my hand still gonna be this way because it costs.
You done fed them. Gotta pay for the meal. Hey.
But when you're unapologetic about that, and people can't make you feel bad about that, you can't be the man that wants to love me with your whole heart, and I'm unapologetic about the things that I've done to other men. Because I'm not doing that to you, baby. I love you.
And it really does seem like you want to change her. Into somebody else.
Be
Let me do
thankful
this
that
to you for
she's
free.
honest. But be thankful that she's honest, because
Well, now I go.
Go ahead, Dee. She gonna sum it up and make it all nice.
Yeah, it's so
Go ahead,
I think it's a lot going on with this gentleman.
Okay.
You know, I think for one, the first thing that actually stood out to me is being 47 and divorced twice,
2 times,
and
my brother,
and then going
and
into
my brother, we're twins.
and then here we go again.
Right.
So it makes me wonder his
some
choices and who he's choosing to be with, for one. And what is his criteria? What is he looking for, and that type of thing to make him say
he
this
haven't dealt with.
Yes. Or could this have been a previous, issue that he's had and he hadn't dealt with as far as, because to me it's kind of sort of like an insecurity that he has,
definitely,
and he wants this shiny penny because she is probably experienced and
put it on,
did
some things to you that nobody did before. Then you like, who taught you that?
right. So I think he has to deal with that too, but I also think that open communication is the best way to have great sex.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know,
that's how he was choking you. I'm gonna choke you like
just
that.
like that.
I love it.
And then the fact that he said, I'm an alpha male. It's like,
you shouldn't have had to say that.
I think that they're he needs
cringe
to
a little.
Yeah. I think you don't have to say that.
You don't.
Absolutely.
So
not an alpha.
I think that there is some confidence there that he needs to, he needs a couple wins under his belt so that he can be able to,
She said
so
so
he
nice.
I told you she was
wins under his belt.
Throw on the bed.
Stop being a bitch.
But he needs to have that conversation with her.
All that.
But he needs to have a really honest conversation with her. Now, I don't know how that would go with her because
Well, she seems very honest.
I know, but that can come out kind of
seem very honest. I think he doesn't want to have the conversation because he is afraid of what she's going to say.
Yeah.
But when you take sex out the picture, because eventually it ain't gonna work, baby, and she gonna dry up.
Right.
Is there somebody you can see that's gonna still love you and spend the rest of her life with you? That's really what matters, and we all forget that part.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be like that always.
It ain't gonna be like that all the time. So to sum it up, as Jackie says, I said good sex has everything to do with communication between the partners. Your fiance past isn't a problem unless he makes it one. Okay? She is trying to tell him what she needs from him. If he's not clear on what that means exactly, he needs to ask her to elaborate what it is that she needs. If you're not liking the honesty, then I feel like he does not need to advance this relationship until they get this resolved.
Absolutely.
Like they do not need to get married.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know,
might need to go to some marriage counseling.
A sex
like
therapy.
That. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I think just some general counseling because, like I said, I think there's something in him that might be, that she is bringing out of him that he doesn't, that's making him feel insecure.
That's new to him and it's scary and it's unfamiliar.
She
things
choking
are scary.
It's scary.
She choking him.
She told me
and he don't know what to do with it. He don't know what to do with it.
You know,
I've got back problems. Put you up against
my clothes off.
yeah. So he
She
might
undressed
need
me.
to, she might need to, slow it down. She might, put it on him and he, ready to,
put it
ask
on
and get
him.
married and stuff. And
That's how it be.
you know,
She said, I tell you.
Tell
I
me,
get
sis.
these
Tell
championship
we're gonna have some separate
I get
conversations.
these championship rings, I'll tell you. I want to say on a side note, 47-year-old man, I love you as a male.
Yes.
Don't write back and be angry at me.
Yes. Please don't.
I don't want to fight.
So honesty is the best policy.
It is.
To go
Yeah,
back
it
to
is.
that on him, Mr. Packing but lacking.
Why he had to say he was packing?
She said no packing.
Okay.
He said that's
also
what
said
she
he was an
told
alpha
him.
male,
He
so
was
everything is
packing.
left to be
So
questioned.
you got what you need.
Right,
You just
got
need
to
to do
know
it the
how
way
to
she
work
want
it.
it.
You know.
Wait a minute. I almost forgot that. I'm sorry. This caveat probably gonna make you want to stab me later. But a lot of men who are packing, quote unquote,
Don't know what to
think
do.
that all they have to do is put it in, and somebody's gonna be like,
No, Father.
That's
No,
not
no.
how it. That's
Packing
not
but
how it
lacking.
works. Yes, that's not how it works, boo boo. You still got to do something with that.
You want her to
Still gotta
say,
do something
what
with
do
that,
we
baby.
have?
Do the TikTok hip dance.
Yes,
Yeah,
you gotta do something with that. You can't just stick it in, boo boo, because you think
right.
it's big. Like you've never seen one this big before. I have. Watch.
She
watch
has.
This.
She told you she
But
has.
look, then when I say I have, your feelings hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your uncle, sorry.
It's okay. And maybe you just going right to sticking it in. Try a little foreplay or
Yes.
something like that. Warm her up.
Yeah.
Warm her up.
I think he just
Eat it
needs
from
to
the
get
back,
more.
brother.
He needs to he needs to get more comfortable. She needs to tell him what it is that she wants.
Absolutely.
And she said, be assertive, be aggressive. But what does that mean? Because obviously he doesn't know what that means.
Correct.
He needs to be, I'm concerned. I am concerned.
I would not
There's
get
cause
married
for
right
concern.
now.
Yeah,
There's
I would
cause
not.
for
I would
concern.
not move forward.
I
with
see you
getting
at the
married.
divorce court again,
Yes.
bro.
Oh, not divorce for you, Mary.
I see it. Don't
I
do
think
it
he
yet.
could be a good guy.
Yes.
I could give free counseling sessions.
We can tell you what to do to if you want to know. Just write back in
doing. Please
and
listen.
say, what position should I do? We got you.
I'll do free counseling sessions
Yeah,
at Juicy Crab.
Red Hook on off airways. They
like
play
Red Court.
music.
I like
I
red
think.
court.
I think it is definitely room for concern with that. I would not get married
Not right
until
now, no.
it's resolved and until he's comfortable and they got that out worked out. 'Cause
Absolutely.
it's not going to go away.
Right. But
Not
you know
at
what?
all.
If
Yeah.
you think in your mind on past relationships, it's so much that you wish they would have told you that you weren't doing, that they went
Yes.
outside the
Yes.
relationship and
Yes.
did.
Yes.
Because you would have did it.
Yeah.
So you getting that opportunity.
he's getting
Take advantage
opportunity.
of it.
He's getting
Yes.
opportunity.
You can
Don't
do this.
Get out your head.
Get
Get
out
out
Let me
your
say
head.
this about me.
Get in the other head. Get out.
Sometimes men think they know what women want, and they don't really. My last real relationship I was in, I told this dude, I said, I just need a hug
Sometimes.
He laughed, and then he said, "You don't know what you want." And he proceeded to do whatever he wanted to do for me. So sometimes, and that might be what this man, because he had to advertise that he was an alpha male and he was packing but lacking. Sometimes men think they have the answer, and the woman has given them the answer, and they just
go over.
They just bypass the fucking answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, sir, she probably already told him the answer. If she's as vocal as he's making her sound.
Yeah, she said, "I don't like you licking it like that."
You said,
don't do it like that.
And he said, "Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You don't know what you like, motherfucker. I'm gonna lick it like this.
I'm gonna stick it in, and that's all.
That's all I'm gonna do, because I know what you like." And
Man, these conversations. If I could go back, I would have had those conversations if I was given the opportunity. Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's good. I think it's good
I like that letter.
I think it's good that he's open.
Yes.
And I think it's good that she's open.
Correct. Absolutely.
So they got the right recipe. It looked like they got the right ingredients to put it together.
And if you pack it, it don't matter how
and guess
many
what?
she had.
And guess what? She might be, he might be a good guy, and she is tired of the multiple
Missionary.
guys and toxicity that she been through.
Jackie believes you're a good guy.
Not the missionary.
The missionary.
So, in closing out, just a few things. If you want to know, brother, not Mr. 47 packing but lacking, but if you want to know if you're being played, what are some things, okay, that will let the guy know that he's being played? Okay.
Y'all gonna have to answer that one.
Okay.
'Cause I ain't no player.
All right. What about if you never been to her house? Is that one?
Oh, somebody live there, bro.
Definitely.
Don't go over there. Don't go over there.
Please don't show up unannounced.
Yeah.
Somebody else in there.
If you've never been to her house, if you ain't ever been to his house, those are signs. You ain't met no family, no friends. Those could definitely be signs. Y'all don't go out on dates until the sun goes down. Those could definitely all be signs.
Holidays. If you don't see her for the holiday, baby, you ain't the number one.
After the holiday,
You ain't it.
you're not.
Yes, those are all
What
tall
about-
tale signs.
What about alias names in the phone?
Oh, baby.
Wait.
I'm feeling like I'm personally attacked.
Wait. Hold on, Jackie. Don't feel attacked. Everybody in my name that I deal with has an alias name. I don't care if I love that nigga Dirty Draws. The man that I learned his Dirty Draws got an alias name because he ain't doing right. Okay?
See, I feel like
Nobody has a real name.
I feel like
Nobody.
alias names are something different. I love a good alias name. I'm sorry.
Do you have a big sister?
I'm not gonna call you by your real name. son.
My big sister makes up every dude I talk to alias
Every
name.
dude has an alias name.
That's so much alike.
Everybody.
That ain't good.
My big sister
she
makes
put
up
me-
his alias name.
D put me out there like that. My current boyfriend, I refer to him as 6'9".
Who D said it?
I refer to him as
You
6'9".
see what I'm saying?
My
I got this
boyfriend,
one.
6'9".
I don't care when I bring him up. My sister called him Grandma Car. Because the first time we went on a date, he was in here Grandma Car. And we is old as shit. That was 15 years ago. And she still called this man Grandma Car.
I mean, I have an ex that everybody refers to as Chloe.
You see what I'm saying?
He acted like his dog, and her name was Chloe. Like,
Oh, Lord.
I got some dude that I talked to that was a fireman, so I called him Fireman. Like,
my God.
I'm just saying.
We don't know until you're a husband.
Yeah.
When you're a husband, then we'll give you a real name.
Yes.
Oh my God.
6'9", I love you though. He knows that.
Love your dirty draws.
Never did a shout out though. Wait a minute.
But 6'9", if you not husband, we don't know you. We only know
the
you
man
as
in the letter.
6'9".
47 packing a leg. 6'9". You heard that?
We only know you at 6'9" until you're a husband.
Yes. And then I will start calling him his
And we'll know your government.
Yes. Until I get
awful.
one of Salita's championship rings.
Baby, I'm down.
Hello.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we have had a blast.
Yes.
I don't really even know how to close this episode. Yes, we want to say thank you to Takia.
Welcome me back.
Yes,
I love you, ladies.
Thank you.
I love real. So nervous. I didn't know, and I was like, "Listen, I had my straw in this Jose Quiver, but I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because I was like, I don't know what I'm walking into. I know that I can be two different ways. I don't know. I know I like D, and if I like D, I'm gonna like the people who she with, but I don't know how they gonna react to me.
We worse than you, baby.
I appreciate y'all welcoming me.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all accepting me. I love you. I love that we're professionals. I love that we can talk on a professional point and as well as a personal point, and we can relate. Jackie, I love you, Jackie.
Thank you. Y'all twins. We have a connection.
Salita, I loved you at first. But then Jackie started talking.
Yeah.
I always loved D.
I knew that you would be a great fit, though.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. D, we ain't even got to talk about it. We already know. Salita, I don't want you to feel slighted, but Jackie.
Yes.
Common viewpoints, though. You know? So you
yes. So we are just, thank you so much for just coming on the podcast and spending your time with us. We hope you come back.
Absolutely.
Yes, next time you have to come back when we mix it up with the guys.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'll be really good.
Y'all don't want me here to end. Y'all don't want me here to end.
But I do want to tell you all, I do want to hear from you. If you have a Dear Dee letter, you can always reach me at Let's Be Honest Podcast at yahoo.com. Let me know what you think about the episode. Let me know if you agree with Takia, Jackie, Salita, or myself. If you want to be a guest on the podcast, you feel like you have something to say, we are here for you to listen to you. And we're going to close out, but remember to always be honest and true to the one person who matters the most, you.
That's right.
Let's be honest, guys.